Hello, welcome in or welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different as we go through the starting pages of Create This Book by Mariah Elizabeth. I had so much fun doing these startup pages, so I hope you'll enjoy watching the process. Maybe get crafty along with me. If you have a Create This Book, why don't you get it out and we could do a prompt together? But yeah, I've been really wanting this book for a long time, and I never got around to buying it. And I can't believe it says it came out in 2018, I think. I'm not sure. But anyways, I've been wanting it for a really long time. I like Mariah Elizabeth, watch her videos. But I filmed this video a while ago now, and I'm just now getting to the editing and voiceover part. This has kind of been on the back burner of all the other things I've been getting done. I'm so glad to finally be getting it out there. You'll just have to bear with me because this is one of the first videos that I filmed when I was starting. So it's a little rough, but I love how it ends up turning out, so I have to share it with you. Especially the cover. I think it's my favorite part of the whole thing. I went with a very Y2K aesthetic, very colorful. I even made special stickers for the front of this. Right now, we're just going in and adding color behind Create This Book. And some of the colors are bleeding together. I'm just using the acrylic markers, the Artex, but we'll fix that up in just a second. And of course, my kitty has to come say hi as always. I was so afraid he was going to jump in my wet paint and put little kitty prints everywhere, but he was actually okay through the process. So this is what I was talking about earlier, is I'm doing little lines to kind of blend the colors together. Since this is acrylic, and the color choice, it's kind of hard to blend, but I just do that, and then I go over with my Sharpie art marker and re-outline everything. Add a couple white highlights to the Create This Book, and then I'll go in and do kind of like a white faux stitch border around the outside of that like color splat. I really do like the little stitch marks that I made for that. And I'm excited. I haven't done any more prompts, so I just set up the first couple pages in here, and I haven't got to any prompts yet because I thought it would be fun to try to film every prompt I do in here and then have kind of like a mini series or whatever. But I thought that would be fun to have on here. And now we're going to go in with the fun patterns. So I'm doing the leopard or cheetah print right now. I know there's a difference, but I'm not sure which is which. And I'm going in with a light pink, a darker pink, and purple up at the top. And then I'll go through and do the black outline around the little circles. going in with some stickers I made. I made a kind of like a 90s Y2K sticker sheet. I ended up doing this theme for May, and I did this book right before that theme. So this is what kind of inspired the whole journal theme for May. I was just too excited to stop doing this kind of pattern and stuff. But I'm going back in with that very iconic 90s pattern. What was your favorite toy from the 90s Y2K era? I always thought the Furby was kind of creepy. I liked the Furby, but my friend had a Furby, and it just started talking one time when I spent the night over there, and that was creepy. We threw that thing in the closet. And I do miss one of these black outlines, which I didn't notice until I was rewatching this. So I already have the laminate on and everything. I can't fix it, but that's fine. So that's what I'm doing here. And again, excuse the video. I shake the crap out of the camera. But I'm putting this holographic type of laminate on, and I use this laminate for some stickers too. I really like it, and I like how it adds to the cover. It's going to keep it safer instead of doing like Mod Podge over the top or something. And yeah, so that's the front all done. And now we're going to move on to the back, kind of just copy and paste that cheetah or leopard print to the back, add a couple stickers in, and laminate. And yeah, the back will be done. So I guess I can tell you a little bit about like what Create This Book is if you don't know. So I'll just read this little back blurb for you, okay? This book is an outlet for creativity. It is a way to let loose and explore different methods of creating. Each page includes a different prompt to guide your creative experience. Create This Book will have you writing, doodling, stamping, cutting, imagining, collecting, journaling, and more. And it's just like a fun prompt book, and it's by, like I mentioned, Mariah Elizabeth. I'm sure you've heard of her, maybe not, but she does like art, and she has little characters, she's got plush, the squishes, all kinds of things. Oh, she also has a whole series on her channel of Create This Book stuff, along with a lot of different artists on YouTube. So check that out if you're interested. And we're just doing the spine here. I'm just adding a little bit of color, just a couple lines, and that's it. And then I'll go on and put the laminate on the back and the side too, but I think I do that off camera. And it's actually holding up not too bad. There's a couple spots that I wish were a little bit better, especially along the spine. Just how I had to fold it over and then cut. There's a little bit of a roughness there, but other than that, it's pretty good. And I love this laminate, so. We're just going to go ahead and open and crease the pages so they lay flat. If that makes anybody cringe, let me know. But we're just going to go in with the first page here, and I'm just doing another thing that I really enjoy, which is strawberries. And so I'll just do a strawberry pattern and go through and put in my cheetah print between the strawberries. And that's all I do for this front little cover page. Just something to add, like just kind of like a pattern, I guess. That's what you would call it. And I'm just using those acrylic markers again. They actually do really well. A little bit of the pages are thinner. When we get a little bit farther into the book, it tells you about supplies. And so that's just something to keep in mind when working on any prompt book, really, is some of the pages might be thin, so you might be drawing on a different paper and then pasting it in, which I did a few times through the startup pages, but not too much actually, because they're just the start pages. So like I didn't really care if it showed through the other side too much. I kind of just hide it. But when I get into the actual prompts, and if I'm doing like a drawing or something, I'll probably want to use a separate piece of paper. And I have that. I have all kinds of different paper. So as I'm doing this voiceover, I'm just kind of flipping through the Create This book right now. And I'm excited. I was wondering, I mean, if you guys like this little series and want to see it continue, then I was trying to think of a fun way that we could do the prompts instead of doing them just in order. I have a dice, and I was kind of wondering if it would be fun to roll the dice to pick a page. You let me know what you think. Should we go in order, or should we just do random things to pull a page? That sounds the most fun to me, but I'm not sure. I mean, it would be very satisfying to go in order too. So let me know. And I'm going to at least try to do a few more videos like this to see how they do. But like I said, I filmed this one a while ago, so I think with the new ones, I'd have a little bit better of a setup going on so that half the page isn't cut off, and yeah. Okay, so we're just going to go on to the other cover page now, where it says by Mariah Elizabeth and then you write your name in. And so I'm just going in and using alcohol markers on sticker paper to write my name. And I do a very Y2K design on this page. You'll have to let me know if you can guess what inspired me to do this page. I'm sure a lot of you can guess, especially if you're a sticker lover. I'm just going in and doing two dolphins at the top, and I don't mind how they turned out. I think they look a little funny, but like in a cute way. I was looking at a reference to do it, but they still turn out a little wonky. That's okay. One of my main goals for this book is just to have fun, and I think that's something a lot of artists forget, is you should be having fun while making art, you know? I think as we grow up, we kind of disconnect from that playful side of ourselves, and it's always fun to reconnect with that side, especially through art. You don't have to be good at art to make art. Creating is so subjective anyways. I went ahead and colored this off camera, and that was that page. And now we're moving on to, I think, one of my favorite pages. We'll have to see. Yeah, no, it is my favorite page. So I made these pickle stickers, and they were in my shop for a while. They're not there right now just because I'm currently, I'm trying to edit them a little bit so that they have more contrast, and then I'll relist them. But that's what I do for this page. I just add that whole sheet of pickle stickers in, some washi tape, and then I'll go in and color the background with colored pencil. And I think it's fun. I love pickles. So, I'll take a pickle page. I like dill pickles, though. I'm not a fan of the sweet pickles. I'm sorry. No, dill all the way. Let me know what you are. Are you a sweet or a dill pickle fan? Or a no pickle? But this page just is an empty box and says fill however you see fit. And for some reason, I thought pickles. And so that's what we went with. So we're going in with the colored pencils now. And I don't think I said, but we're just using the Prisma colored pencils. Yeah, so just the Prisma colored pencils. And I have a set of them I got a while ago. I like them. This was my first set of colored pencils that were higher end colored pencils, not Crayola, But yeah, so this page, I will read what it says to you, and then I will talk about it a little bit. It says, you may enjoy this book if you are a creative, would like to become more creative, enjoy doodling, enjoy journaling, are an art lover, want to have fun, are bored, are uninspired, or are unsure which one of these you are. About this book. Each page in this book includes a prompt to inspire creativity. The goal is to turn this book into something completely unique and to have a blast doing it. Be original, make each page special, challenge yourself, embrace accidents and mistakes, be adventurous, don't be afraid to get messy, never doubt yourself, and have fun. And I love that. So that's what I'm doing for this book. I'm just gonna have fun. And I was working on this page around St. Patrick's Day, I think. So I did the 4-leaf clovers and then Lucky Charms because I got Lucky Charms again after not having them for a really long time. I can't even remember the last time I had them before this. And then I got kind of addicted to Lucky Charms, and so I was having them too much. But that's what this page is. That was the whole point of me talking about Lucky Charms, is I'm doing 4-leaf clovers, and then all these little random icon things are supposed to be the Lucky Charm marshmallow and cereal. And I think it's fun. I didn't do too much with it, I just did all these little doodles around the words, and then I go in kind of rainbow colored pencils and color in around the words. And that's it for both these pages. Very simple, fun. And I haven't decided yet how I want to go about the pages in this book. I guess just however I'm feeling inspired the day, because I love stickers, right? And I make stickers. I love art. I love journaling. So I'm like, do I include all of that in here? Do a page where I just do junk journal stuff to the prompt, or do I stick mostly to art like I see other people doing? I can't decide. I guess I will just however I'm inspired in the moment. The first startup pages are kind of a mix. They're mostly more art related, but I do have a couple pages that are kind of journal spready. Well, mainly just a couple. Yeah, just a couple. Okay, so now let's move on to the tips and tricks page. And I don't want to read all this to you, so I'm sorry. But basically, it's just kind of going over what materials to use, results, materials to avoid, decorating the interior, and the same thing, all that. So one thing, like I was talking about, is using any kind of material that bleeds through. Since these pages are a little bit thinner, you're going to want to use another sheet of paper and paste it in. And besides that, you can pause it, read it, or go look for the book and read it. It's a lot of reading, but I'm just doing a simple little flower pattern on this with rainbow colors, and I'll do like kind of confetti little doodles around it too. Just something to oomph the page up a little bit, but not too much. There's a lot of writing on this page, so. But yeah, I love the colorfulness of everything. I really love the cover. I love it so much. So this is random, but kind of speaking of what we're talking about, right? I don't know. Anyways, so I have a kind of like a Y2K sticker sheet I want to do. I made it when I did that May journal setup, and I would love to list it, but I'm kind of worried about copyright on some of the things like Furby and the Tamagotchi and stuff. So I'm still messing around with it to try to get it where I like it. So I don't know. Now we're going to move on to this page, and I will read this one to you. It is, to begin, create this book. Fill in the stars as you complete each task. Customize the front cover. Add color and text to the spine and edges of the book, which we already did. Make the title and copyright page more interesting. Just finish that up and add a personal touch to this page. So that's what we're doing now. And I'm going in with another one of my sticker sheets. And this was before I launched my sticker shop on Etsy, my new sticker shop on Etsy. So I was testing out the stickers, and these ones are actually made with a vinyl sticker. And that's why I decided to go with paper ultimately. Is I did kind of like a vinyl the last time I had a sticker shop, and it was such a headache. It just never cut exactly the same. And vinyl, some types of vinyl, especially like sticker paper, if you have any of these deeper cuts that form like a triangle, it's gonna follow that corner and kind of rip. And I know paper does it too, but not quite as bad. So anyways, I went with paper stickers, but that's why I was using so many stickers, is I was trying to test out my new stickers before I opened my Etsy. So that was a lot to say for my just little moth page there, but we've already moved on to the other side here. I'm just adding doodles, some little rainbows that are quite a bit wonky, but that's all right, and some rainbow stars. And that's it. I gotta show my cat, obviously. See if it's approved. Nothing is ever approved. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the second to last page, and it's create a fancy name. And I will tell you, I messed up a lot on this page. I cut it out because the video is already like so long. But just keep that in mind, okay? Because I rewrote my name twice. I did the little strawberry that you'll see in a minute twice. It's not, yeah. I struggled a bit with this page, okay? And it shouldn't be that much of a struggle. It's just create a fancy name. But I wanted to do like my handle name or whatever it's called. So I did Haley Sully Creates, and I wanted it to be really cute. I got kind of stuck in my head on this page, okay? I don't really know why, because it's supposed to be simple, but I just wanted to tell you that so you know that, I mean, it's common, you know? And with the video, it doesn't look like I mess up a whole lot, because I do cut those little parts out to kind of try to condense the video. But yeah, I think it's important for you to know. I also messed up on, let's see, the first page where I drew the dolphins. I messed up on that page, and that's why the coloring was off camera. But the other pages were just fun, so, you know, I'm trying not to make this a stressful process. But like I said, I got stuck in my head for some reason on this page. I'm really not too sure why. I think it's because I had the idea of doing my name, how it looks, like in that strawberry form and pattern. And then I wasn't sure about how I wanted anything else. I just knew I wanted a big strawberry, and it wasn't coming together that well. But I do love how the page ends up turning out. It's very strawberry lemonade, and I was kind of stuck on that at the beginning of summer. Well, kind of like into spring. I guess it was March, so beginning of spring. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm just going in with this white acrylic marker, writing Sully in the middle of the strawberry, and I'll do Creates the exact same way I did Haley, and then I'll go in and add color splotches. I'm just using my little heat gun here to hurry up and dry that white paint, because this paint marker kind of explodes and a bunch of ink flows out at once. And that happened when I was doing the L. So I was trying to hurry up and dry it. And I love doing these little dashy lines with the little dots in them. I just think it adds a little bit of extra interest. And I'll cut that out, paste it on. like I was saying, I go in and add kind of like these fun paint splats. I'm not sure, they're just random shapes on the page. And I really like how they turned out because I did a squiggly line around them. Instead of like matching, like instead of outlining the whole shape, I did it a little off and then another one even more off. And I think it adds interest to the page. I like it. It's kind of like a design. I don't know. I don't know what the word is that I was looking for there, but... And then we're just going to move on to the other side of this page. And I'm doing the same thing, just doing some of these splotchy shapes, blobby, whatever have you. And I'm just using pink and yellow, going with that strawberry type of lemonade idea that I had in my head. And then the same outlining, doing one and then another one a little bit off, some stars, and then some stickers. And for this page, I actually drew a few strawberries on sticker paper, cut them out, and pasted those in. I have a strawberry sticker sheet now. I don't know why I didn't use it here. I'm guessing maybe because they were, well, the ones I draw are a little bit more cartoony to match the one. That must be what it is I was trying to match the one that says Sully. So I used the same exact colors as that, and that's what it is. Okay, and now we're going to move on to create a rule page. So, create a rule. Make a rule for yourself and follow it on each page of this book, unless it conflicts with the instructions. Write your rule in the box provided. And then there's some examples. And I just very easy decorate this page. It is very rainbow, just some random little star guys with some faces on the left page. And then on the right page, I just do kind of this, I don't know, what would you call that? Just this squiggly rainbow that flows out from the rule box. And I write my rule in. And so I'll just go ahead and tell you that my rule is be playful, have fun, and try new things. And then I also want to try to remember to add the date to everything. Like on this page, I actually did put the date, so I can finally tell you when I actually did do this. It was April of this year, 2026. So that's when I started this and when I filmed it. And so I was actually still pretty new to filming. I think my first video was around the start of the new year, but I didn't do too many at first. I guess I could actually look. Let's see. Yeah, so my first video was 5 months ago, so February, and it was a journal setup and then just a journal flip through. Yeah, so I was still pretty new to filming. I mean, I am still new, I would say. I think it takes a while to kind of get used to how you like things, but I do know I have a little bit better of a setup now so that I don't cut off pages like how the bottom of this page is cut off now. Yeah, so we're going through with rainbows, just doing this rule page, and this is the last one, and it's so crazy. I can't believe I've been talking for almost 40 minutes and it really doesn't feel like it, which is crazy because, like, I don't know, doing a voiceover in the beginning was so hard because I never knew what to say, and now I don't even know what I said for 30 minutes. Like, I'm glad we could just hang out, you and me. You and all of you. Me and all of you. Well, see, now I've talked about doing it, and now I'm just messing up, so... this page is all done. And yeah, we're all done with the startup pages, which is crazy because I cannot tell you the amount of time it actually took me to do these and the amount of days. It wasn't all straightforward, but okay, let's just get into the flip through. We can always talk more next video. And I hope you have a beautiful day, full of color, sunshine, and you find something that makes you happy. Thanks so much for joining today. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.